MCs were freestyling, and I was just vibing.
Yep.
You came in. I didn't know who you were.
Yeah.
I just thought you were somebody that kind of looks like me, kind of looked like where I'm from Hayward.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, he's good.
Yeah.
Shit, he can actually rap.
Yep.
I didn't know that you were not only a member, but you were the player president.
Just dump the content. Like, just fucking dump it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you're not turning on the camera and recording these conversations, and you're not recording this music in a fresh light, and you're not recording these inside looks, right?
Yeah.
Then you're missing out on content that people can resonate with. And I think that's ultimately what you're trying to do. You're trying to build a brand that people can resonate with. And once you can start to pump out enough to where it's starting to circulate, then you become the favorite word I've got is you become undeniable. Shout out Dame Lost Soul, my first client ever.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
First person to ever put me in front of a camera, allow me to put him in front of a camera. We actually just talked about our first video shoot the other day. I was walking through downtown and saw the location and called him up. But
Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is savten.
Anton.
My name is Josh Jorin.
And we got Josh Jorin in this building right now. Hell yeah, bro. Josh,
what's up, Papa?
you initiated the first Look Cypher ever.
Yeah, my name is Josh Jorin. It's a Look Cypher 2024. I appreciate y'all fucking with me. Shout out savten. Shout out Moneyman. Shout out Grove. Hey, but this one, look.
If it wasn't for you, Moneyman, Grove, Anton, we wouldn't even have what we have now. And we keep telling people every time we have an opportunity to spread the message of what CSSB has done for us alone, we don't take that lightly. We want you to know we would not be where we're at without you.
Hell yeah, bro.
Bro,
I
thank
appreciate
you, brother.
that.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah. Josh
It's
Jorin.
reciprocated. The people that say things like that and have said things like that through the journey, number one, fucking super grateful. But also, without the community involvement, I'm in a room by myself, right? So, I mean, it's for sure a two-way street, brother. So, shout out to you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
right.
it.
Absolutely, bro.
I recall a conversation that we had back in, I think it's April, where we're sitting inside CSSB in the red studio. Which one is that?
Soundbite?
We're in the Soundbite studio. Just the three of us in there, just talking about how to do Instagram, right? And you just being the kind...
Yapping my ass off.
No, but like dropping gems.
Yeah.
Dropping just gems, bro. Like, I think we all have it in us to create, right? To be artists, to make beats, to rap, to make video, to rap, to be business guys.
Sure.
However, I think for me, I'll speak for myself. I get in my own way.
Yeah. I think that's everybody's problem, for sure.
And transitioning from a beat maker over to creating something different, like the Look Cypher, and then having a presence online and getting the idea out from here down to here for people to be like, oh, I know exactly what they're doing is hella hard.
Yeah.
Right? You get all these ideas and it's like, well, which one are we going to post? Which idea? Do people know our narrative? Are we doing a good job at saying like, well, in my mind, we're a cypher. We feature 4 artists every time.
Yeah.
Do they know that? Fuck, that's so hard, bro.
Yeah, dude.
So
Absolutely.
You've been dropping gems since day one. How did you figure it out? For lack of better words,
Yeah,
how did you know?
I'm a 94 baby, so we're like that final generation of like social media started to roll around like when I was a young teenager going to my teenager years, and it was all about posting your fucking dinner plates on Instagram with a filter on them. So the knowledge definitely wasn't just in me, and 2018, 2019, Freestyle Fridays, the birth of Freestyle Fridays. That's where all of the Instagram knowledge came from.
Okay.
Was we were running the event, right? Literally trial and error, exactly what's going on with the Look Cypher. It's like, okay, we're doing this event. How do I promote this event? Okay, so everybody's telling me social media is where we have to place it. Okay, let's try to do some videos. I remember buying a Sony a6000, which was the old version of the ZV right there, which is right up there. And we started shooting videos, you know what I'm saying? And that was the first like business that came out of Freestyle Fridays. It was called Independent Visions. I had a business partner at the time that was we were just doing all camera work shit.
Okay.
Shout out Dame Lost Soul, my first client ever.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
First person to ever put me in front of a camera, allow me to put him in front of a camera. We actually just talked about our first video shoot the other day. I was walking through downtown and saw the location and called him up. But anyways,
that's tight, bro.
Yeah, super crazy. It was all trial and error, bro. It was figuring out what worked. It was putting together fucking recaps. It was uploading cell phone videos and photos and watching the death of photos happen in front of my face to where it's like, we post a picture and it gets 10 likes. We post a video and it gets 100 likes. And that's like, that was like the first turnover in my head of like, okay, we need to document video. You know what I'm saying? We have to document video. And that's not the same for every brand, right? I won't name drop, but there's brands right now that are doing a really good job of using photos to create like this FOMO. You know what I mean? So where it's like, you can frame a photo a lot better than you can frame a video. A video is a little bit more telling in its natural setup. But that's all it was, bro. Freestyle Fridays allowed me to like grow. And that was like my first like marketing gig. Like that was my first time learning how to promote a brand. You know what I'm saying? And, when I got into like the artistry super heavy, because I've been rapping since then, but it wasn't the priority. Like I didn't have an Instagram for my personal page. Like the same conversations I hear you guys having, like where do we separate it? Where do we let it collide? How does this all work? And yeah, dude. So 2019 to like 2023 was fucking trial and error. And shout out Good Company and the La Russell movement, because I think they were the first guys that showed me like, just dump the content, like just fucking dump it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you're not turning on the camera and recording these conversations, and you're not recording this music in a fresh light, and you're not recording these inside looks, right?
Yeah.
Then you're missing out on content that people can resonate with. And I think that's ultimately what you're trying to do. You're trying to build a brand that people can resonate with. And once you can start to pump out enough to where it's starting to circulate, then you become the favorite word I've got is you become undeniable. You know what I'm saying? So eventually this is going to be a cipher, and there's nothing that anybody could do when they go look at the page that's going to steer them anywhere from that. You know what I'm saying? So you go to my page, I rap. There's no way you're going to go land on my page and not know that I make music. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was just a long journey, because there was a long time where trying to figure out how do you make that happen. You know what I'm saying? Fuck ton of content all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's what's worked, bro. And yeah. What's up, bro?
We've gone a long way from like fucking like taking a picture and like doing the fried, filter. So I think that was funny how you say that. So I think one thing that I learned from you is like, yo, did we fuck this up a little bit? Fuck it, we made it. We're gonna put it out.
Yeah,
and I
dude.
think that's sometimes like the conversation that I have with him, and even the same thing where it's like, well, we fucked up the captions maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, fuck it. It's already out. We're gonna fucking send it out. So
yeah,
like,
dude. That's a big conversation that I hear people having, and it's not the same for every brand, and I totally understand. For myself, for the Josh Jorin brand, which may not even be the same as the CSSB brand, right? Because I've got more eyes and more guys kind of a part of what's going on. But for the Josh Jorin brand, like the fuck ups are a part of the journey. Like, oh, you didn't turn on the microphone? We're dropping the pod with one dead mic. Like, we're gonna drop it, and we're gonna put in the caption like, oh, facepalm emoji. I fucking forgot to turn on the mic. You know what I'm saying? And that becomes a part of the journey. And then when we're not hyper focused on like this, right? Because it's going to get better. You know what I'm saying? You're going to not do that again because you did that. You know what I'm saying? So this is how you get it. So by the time you get 10 weeks out from that, you realize that actually played like a vital role in the journey, and people appreciate that shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? They can resonate with that more than they can resonate with a perfectly presented fucking show. I mean, we're all fucking
LOOK
human.
Cypher.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, dude, but I mean, even, we've talked about this. The LOOK Cypher has a hell of a fucking aesthetic and a hell of a quality to it.
Yeah.
I think you came out the gate top tier. And so, of course, you're going to think about things twice, you know what I mean? Just to make sure that you're not undercutting yourself and not fucking putting yourself out there in that light. But yeah, I truly believe that all the fuck ups are a part of the journey. I think that I've got live performances out where I forget my lyrics, where fucking, things happen. I just fucking roll through it. Like, bro, I'm not fucking superhuman. You know what I'm saying?
Keep
like,
it pushing.
There's not a production team behind me. There's not 5 guys behind these cameras. There's not somebody pressing all the buttons. Like, it's us for real.
Yeah.
So, like, let it be us. You know what I'm saying? Like, let people see that shit.
I'll tell everybody right now, I'll be using DaVinci Resolve on multicam mode and cutting every single one of these cameras and making sure that we're at least framed in the right light.
Yeah. And on top of everything else that you have to do for promoting it and being that person that shows up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's something to be said about that.
We're both still using the free version of DaVinci too.
Yeah, dude.
That's right. Use what you have. Use what you have. Yeah, shoot.
You touched on Freestyle Friday. So what is going on tomorrow? Because I know you were doing like a membership kind of
Yeah,
only
dude. So
thing?
here's where we're at with the Freestyle Fridays Creative Club. It was a rebranding for the purpose of taking us outside of just the city of Sacramento. Freestyle Friday Sacramento was the name of the brand. Obviously, a lot of people just refer to it as Freestyle Fridays.
Oh.
But if you're in Michigan and you stumble across this page that's labeled Freestyle Fridays Sacramento,
I see.
Well, you're kind of cutting yourself off to that, right? So,
Yeah.
so we've rebranded the Freestyle Fridays Creative Club, which could still just be referred to as Freestyle Fridays. There's going to be a door admission. If you're a member, the admission gets significantly different. If you want to know what that breakdown looks like, become a member, and you'll see how it goes. But it's all tied into the CSSB memberships. So
Nice.
you get on CSSB membership, you're a gold member, you pay your $100 a month fee to be able to use the resources in the building. It gets you into this event a little bit differently and a little bit different access than what just somebody outside coming in.
For sure.
It's still the same thing, bro. I know you've been around FF for quite a while, bro. It's about coming in, letting producers slap their music,
Yeah.
letting
Thank
rappers
you.
fucking rap their shit, and you know, ultimately, I want people to come in there and build a brand. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen the Money Mans, I've seen the Chaoses, I've seen the fucking savtens that can utilize the space. And oh, good night, computer. That can utilize the space. And I got you.
You got it. Thank you.
And really use it for their advantage. You know what I'm saying? So please, we're coming back. I know this will probably roll out later than tomorrow, but tomorrow's August 9th, and we're going to be doing it bi-weekly. So we're going to roll right back into the regularness of it, and try to just take it to the fucking moon again. You know what I'm saying? So
For sure. Yeah,
Freestyle Fridays.
we appreciate you and Freestyle Friday CSSB. We had a long chat with Connor Helm that I swear to God I hope comes out.
Yeah, it'll
we still
come
have
out,
one mic. We still have one mic, but we told that story of how he found his way, right? Like getting disallowed or not allowed into one
They didn't let
club.
me into Pine Cove, so I found.
Yeah, you found us underneath.
Calling an Uber, hit the corner, walked in. Basically, as I think we said it when the cameras were off, but you know that led me to creating music, and Sav10 hit me up, and then I brought him over to Freestyle Friday and connect him with you and
A whole bunch of community members and shit.
Exactly. So,
You know what? I don't think I've ever told you this. That first night that I came, I wasn't even really ready to plug in. I think I still did, but I didn't know anything about it, right? So everything was learn.
Yeah.
You know, that's how my brain operates. I'm like, all right, who's here? Who's running this? You know, and then when you were outside, MCs were freestyling, and I was just vibing.
Yep.
You came in, I didn't know who you were.
Yeah.
I just thought you were somebody that kind of looks like me, kind of looked like where I'm from Hayward.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, he's good.
Yeah.
Shit, he can actually rap.
Yep.
I didn't know that you were not only a member, but you were the player president.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Hell yeah. Tight shit.
That was tight. So then, you know, this is not like Anton was breaking down play by play of like, all right, oh, he's an owner, he's a member, nothing.
Yeah.
We were just vibing.
Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty tight for you to come in and you grabbed the microphone and like then it made more sense that you were actually the Freestyle Friday host that night.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was like your turn or whatever.
Yeah.
And I really like how you guys you guys put on members and others to host.
Yep.
Right, and it's their job to rile the crowd up and be like, "Oh, y'all ain't rapping tough enough,"
dude.
you know.
Money
I love
Man
it.
proved that concept works.
Hell
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? That was the dude that was like, when I see Money Man, this is the first dude I see grab the mic and say, "Everybody rapping 2 bars and pass the mic."
Nice.
I was like, how did I run this event for 4 years and never thought about that? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Pass
more
it.
people need to get their hands in being able to perpetuate it. And everybody's got their own energy. Probably by the time this goes live, I'm not sure what the turnaround looks on it, but 2 weeks after the 9th, which is whatever that day is, will be Kuya Flip hosting.
Nice.
So that's going to be on the 23rd of August. You know what I'm saying? Followed up with the BBL. Battle Bar League will also go on that night. And, you know, it'll be a fucking party, dude. So shout out all the hosts of FF. In the birth of it, we were just doing like spotlighted DJs. That's how we met Connor Helm. He was a DJ. Well, he wasn't a DJ. We were calling them DJs, but they were really producers that were coming in with their own production and standing at the DJ table
Right.
and spinning their beats. You know what I'm saying? And so that was how we met Connor Helm, dude. Fucking, you know
That's
what I'm saying?
dope. Yeah.
It,
Yeah. And then transition to Connor Helm. He's producing the instrumental, or he has produced the instrumental for episode 6 of the Look Cypher, which drops 8/22. And we brought him in today to give him the first inaugural Inside Look producer edition.
Yep.
And talked about the beats a little bit. talked about his like the chain of plugins that he's using, what
Yep.
programs, and really nerded out. Anton just
Let the producers
but that
talk.
was the
Yeah, I'm already knowing. I'll be
But-
on that shit too. I'm like,
no,
yeah,
it was,
let it happen.
he's like, I know my plays. I'm gonna fall back.
like, yo, yeah.
That's fire. But so I'm excited for that episode to come out. And since your episode, segue back into why you're even in the building today.
Sure.
This is your inside look.
Yeah.
Is we've gone from the color choices that we used for your episode, which was a little bit of like reds and blues, and obviously like there's like it's not white, it's like a light blue for the light bars behind you on stage for your episode, and we've changed it, starting to go into like the greens and like the blues and purples. Almost it's halfway through, almost halfway through. Episode 6 is where we wanted to land. The vision that I had from day 1 to day whatever this is now, 100, is different. It's not night and day different, but the inside look has changed. We created that after your episode.
Yeah.
And now here, this is bringing you back in for it.
Yeah, dude.
So, man, like we've come a long way. We've learned so much about production and communication and how to effectively tell MCs that, like, all right, if we don't tell them that you need to write 16 or spit 16 and cut, then somebody's going to run with 32.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
And then as
Shout out them boys.
right? And then as a content greedy kind of like, oh, I want it all, taking on too much almost.
Yep.
Well, now I'm just telling folks, all right, 16 to 32.
Yep.
Run 32. That it gives us, if we're doing 4-bar clips for micro
Fuck
content,
ton more.
that's 8 more, or 4 more, or 8
Yeah.
total. And then the inside look, giving us more in-depth insight on Josh Jorin and what's inside what's inside there, inside your mind. So, you do a really good job in your albums, in your recordings, of telling folks team shit.
Yeah.
Can you talk about team shit? What's that mean to you?
Yeah, dude. Fucking.
Like, you shout it out a million times, like.
Yeah, bro. I think it's just something that I've it's so engraved in me now that fucking it feels so regular to me, and I know that it's not regular for everybody, but just like I expressed about the community, like without you guys, right? I'm in the room by myself, and I had that understanding very early. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw the event Freestyle Fridays go from 6 people literally in the room to fucking 20 people to fucking having a blowout event with fucking almost 100 people in this little ass room fucking in downtown.
What was that? The last one?
Yeah, there was maybe like 4 or 5 through the 4-year run that like came out like that. Most of them came out like that after like some breaks and some time away. So I'm pretty excited for this week to see fucking how it's gonna go, because I think that kind of creating that demand for it does that to it. But yeah, definitely the last one was pretty big. I think the head count on that was like 82 or something like that. Yeah, it was like 82 people or something. But team shit, bro, is fucking being able to drop your ego, being able to fucking play your role, which changes. That's how it is on a team. Like especially in certain sports, I don't even really have like a super clear fucking depiction for you, but it's like it's not always as clear cut as like there's a forward and a midfielder and a defender and a goalie. Like sometimes there's shifting that has to happen and things that, depending on the day. Yes, I'm an owner. I may have to be the janitor that night, and it may need to go like that for the business to fucking excel at the level that it needs to in the way that we see it excelling. So team shit is really just that, bro. Dropping the fucking ego, dropping the fucking I'm the boss, and really realizing like, bro, everybody is literally so important and so relevant to the community building, which has always been the goal from the get-go. Like the whole goal from the jump was spread more light on the city, create more opportunity, and get rid of the obstacles. That was literally the whole fucking bust down. You know what I'm saying? Was like, okay, what obstacles can we move out of the way for people so that they can fucking go crazy? Because them going crazy is going to create a trickle down for other people to be able to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And we always talked about the person in the middle standing up. We obviously know, and there's no secret, that Sacramento has a big, the gang culture within the music is almost undeniable. I mean, you can't talk about Sacramento rap music without being aware of what that comes with. You know what I'm saying? So being outside of that and being from Elk Grove and wanting to fucking rap and be able to interject myself into this community, it was like, how are we going to do this? And so that's what we used to say. Somebody in the middle needs to stand up. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to the early guys. Big shout out to fucking Yums Awkward, is somebody who comes right off the top of my head. He came from North Carolina, right to Freestyle Fridays, went fucking crazy, you know what I'm saying? And really created a lane for people to realize like, oh, I don't have to be that in order to be successful in this space. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that was one of the very early obstacles that we were trying to to jump over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember talking to Ryan about how do we make sure that this place stays safe, that the event stays safe, that right, if we're at the top of downtown and you have people from this side of the city and this side of the city both coming into this building,
converging,
how do we ensure that that is okay?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was all in the culture. It was all in creating that safe space of, you know what I mean? The amount of times that I've had to tell people to go put guns back in their car, you guys wouldn't imagine. You know what I'm
didn't
saying?
know that.
I mean, hundreds, uncountable amounts of times. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's been events at the old CSSB, events at the old CSSB. You know what I mean? Patting women down, and I say women because the girlfriends always think that they're not going to get patted down. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about 2, 3, 4 guns. People trying to come inside because it's a culture that people feel like they need that in order to feel safe.
Damn, bro.
So really trying to cultivate this space to where it's like, leave that shit in the whip. You know what I'm saying? We're fucking rapping right now. Like, we're creating art. We're creating music. Like, whatever problems you have with other people in the city, like, you guys can handle that over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
On
saying?
a different day.
Yeah, on a different day. And we'll never exclude that part of the culture from what we've got going on, because it's literally what is even given Sacramento the light that we have now.
Yeah.
You know
For
what
sure.
I'm saying?
But before this camera potentially dies,
Yeah.
we ask every rapper this question, or, you know, everyone on the podcast, we ask this kind of question.
Sure.
Top 5 rappers, no order.
Oh, yeah, this one was fun, right? We actually went through this fucking
Yeah.
off cam last time. Mac Miller, number 1, undoubtedly. You know what I'm saying? Fucking grew up on him, fucking taught me a lot about fucking hip hop music and being the white boy inside of rap music. You know what I'm saying? How you navigate that, how you respect it, how you don't cross certain lines. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
And, you know, he did that for me, bro. So rest in peace to an amazing soul. I still listen to his music regularly. You know what
Nice.
I mean? Number 2, Wiz Khalifa. Same generation. You know what I'm saying? Same come up and talk about datpiff.com, hot new hip hop. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? All these music blogs where you're
Dat
discovering Mac Miller and Wiz Khalifa, you know, coming out of the same city, signed to Rostrum Records. You know, I wanted to get signed to Rostrum Records. I still follow them to this day. If I went to my DMs and show you, I DM them like every year. I'm like, hey. At this point, I don't even know if it'd make sense. But growing up, these were entities that I looked up to. Number 3, I think when we were talking last time, and I don't even want to, you know, I don't necessarily have to match it exactly because I know we said no order, but I know that 50 Cent made my list.
Hell yeah.
Hustler.
Yeah. Come
You
on,
had those
man.
50 Cent bars, like homage
Yeah. hell yeah.
in your cipher.
Absolutely, man.
That's 3.
You know what I'm saying? Number 4, I'm gonna say LaRussell because
Wow.
he's one of my, top played fucking artists right now that I'm rocking with and been rocking with him for years, and go out to his backyard shows and just see the movement that he's got going on. It's undeniable. You know what I'm saying? Number 5, Nipsey Hussle. And just to wrap it all up, because I know I didn't preface it, but my top 5 is not ranked off lyricism. It's not ranked off bars. It's purely ranked off of cultural influence.
Impact,
And
yeah.
these individuals, to me, did shit for the culture on such a fucking scale that it's just, it blows my mind. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The types of messages that they were able to portray through their movements, not even necessarily their music, right?
Yeah.
Through their movements. It's like 50 Cent. I mean, the come up of fucking Get Rich or Die Trying to the fucking director of Power and everything that comes in between that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just a fucking, any artist, businessman, entrepreneur, businesswoman, whoever you may be, I mean, if you just look at that shit, it's undeniable. You know
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And fucking LaRussell, same thing, right? I mean, it's just a undeniable movement.
Yeah.
Fucking Nip, undeniable movement. Mac Miller and Wiz Khalifa, for my generation, probably the most undeniable movement. You know what I'm saying? And there were other people in that lane, you know?
Yeah, of
Shout out
course.
to Currencies.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out to
would-
fucking, you know what I mean? There's people that were there that was like, you literally couldn't not get some sort of trickle down of what they were doing. So that's the top 5. Fucking sue me. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Great top 5, by the way. How are we doing on time?
Oh, we passed it.
Ooh, let me
so
check
I don't know
real
if
quick.
this shit
Let me
died
check
or not.
Yeah.
I was gonna say for me the most impressive thing about 50 Cent was the fact that he was literally calling out Supreme Team. I don't know if you see Get Rich or Die Trying, the bad guy was Supreme Team, which was a drug group inside of Queens. And then Dangerous was Ja Rule. So like just seeing that and like 50 Cent coming up with the mixtapes and then actually
Implementing like that shit
so
into it.
Supreme Team, one of the guys got out of jail and I forgot what his name was, but he ran Murder Inc. and he made one of the Supreme Team guys like the head. So Murder Inc. was basically boxing 50 Cent out of everything, and Ja Rule was signed under Murder Inc. So like that was just so impressive to me, and coming up to doing Get Rich or Die Trying, and then of course like G Unit. If you think about like the things in this New York and the streets, it was either people were fucking with Dipset or G Unit. You know, like the groups were really popping off,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
as you say, people
bro.
are
The
creating
locks.
groups right now.
Yeah.
Inside.
It's fucking gnarly, dude. And like, if you ask me, like, name fucking 10 50 Cent songs, I don't know if I could. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you what I can remember. I can remember my mom slapping his music every day. I can't remember owning a video game with this motherfucker's face on the front of it and putting it in my PS2 at 9 years old and fucking being like, this is like fucking Grand Theft Auto, but it's 50 Cent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there was shit that was happening that, like, you know, big shout out to the fucking OGs in hip hop, but it's just there's two different lanes of what's going on, and I think both of them deserve their respect and their like shout outs and shit, you know.
Hell
And
yeah.
I've seen the Look top fives that have been listed in the past, bro, and a lot of them are like straight spitters. And big shout out to those guys. And you know, just for me, it's been obviously as a leader in the community and in trying to build fucking what we're building here. It's like looking at that shit, exactly what you're talking about, just the implementation of all of it into the brand. It's fucking undeniable, dude. It's like, damn, bro. Holy fuck. You know what I'm saying? Someone just told me the other day, like, I don't think, you know, LaRussell is that great of a music artist. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, I'm not here to sell you that he's a fucking great artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could think whatever the fuck you want to think. You know what I'm saying? But there's shit that's happening that's undeniable. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? I remember my pops being like, what the fuck you listening to 50 Cent for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a fucking white kid from Elk Grove. And I'm like, bro, he's got a fucking video game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucking crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, shit, he just sold out. You know, he went on tour and sold shit out, and that's what makes me wonder. It's like a lot of these younger guys aren't selling out those crowds, and I don't know if these younger fans are a big enough fan to pay for that ticket, or they don't have those fans.
Yeah. I won't get too deep into it because I'll talk for another fucking 10 minutes just on that subject. But I think that the days of people rising to superstardom and becoming like these super A-list celebrities that have these super massive fucking millions and millions of fans, I think that that's going to become a lot more rare. Through the internet, I think that it's allowed for a lot more people to reach like these kind of middle grounds to
Hell
where,
yeah.
you know, if you go get fucking a couple thousand fans, I mean, you can create a real career off that. You can create a real brand off that and perpetuate some real shit without ever being the red carpet artist. You know what I'm saying? And we see it time and time again. I mean, even in our city.
Yeah,
there's
we
artists,
were talking about
Yeah.
what you were doing yesterday with your camera work. Right?
Yeah, right. I mean, shout out John Wild.
Shout out John Wild.
And then on the opposite spectrum of fucking like rap music going on in the city right now, like a DB Bout a Bag, like a fucking, you know,
Yeah.
there's so many artists that are creating their own movements, recognize that they don't need a million fans to be successful in music. You know, these guys are not going to go to work another day in their life. If they do this shit right, they will not work
Yeah.
for somebody else another day in their life. Are they going to make $1 million every 2 months and be able to fucking,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, sell
Buy
out
a-
an auditorium? Maybe not. Is that the end goal? Is that what people are looking for? Because if you're looking for the fame, there's probably much better ways to get that than rapping.
Do like
you know what I'm saying?
Have you seen The Boys, the show? I don't know if you even watch that much TV. You're always
No,
doing shit.
but put me on.
It's basically like a real life superhero show, almost like.
Oh, bro, is that the one where the dude runs through a person by
Yes.
accident in the
Yeah,
opening
yes.
episode? Okay, yeah, I've seen some of it.
So the Homelander's like the Superman, right? And he's pissed off because there's this new superhero in town that's getting like fans and views. And she's like, look, you don't need to please the whole world. All you need is like 50,000 people and 5 guys making memes for you who you're just paying in Amazon gift cards and Taco Bell.
Yeah.
You know, and so like what you just said right
Yeah,
there.
dude, it's exactly that, dude.
Hell
What is
yeah.
the goal, right? I mean, if I could tell you right now on the inside, look, if I could be sustaining my life, paying for my fucking wife to fucking live decent, putting food in our refrigerator and living in a place that isn't filled with fucking cockroaches, I'm cool with that. I never needed much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, I want to be rich in time. I give a fuck about the money. You know what I'm
Time
saying?
in the market.
Yeah, bro. And time in my fucking life.
Yeah, freedom,
You know what I'm
freedom
saying?
to move about.
Yeah. Freedom
Yeah.
to do what the fuck I want to do with the people that I want to do it with, bro. And
Hell
I
yeah.
ain't never had no fucking, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't never had no Lamborghini dreams. You'll hear me rap about it. You know what I'm saying? I love my fucking Honda Civics. It's a 6-speed. If you give me fucking 50 grand, I bet you it's going to beat your Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? And I stand on that.
No, it's
Like,
fact.
That's funny.
I've never really wanted to obtain
Yeah.
that level of, you know, financial fucking richness. But I'll tell you what, I get it. I'm not going to be mad.
Right.
It's just the goal has never been that. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? And I
Yeah.
think that the industry, the way it is now, has the opportunity for a lot of people to go be those DEFG level celebrities
Yeah.
and create brands around their shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like those niche markets.
Yeah, dude. Look, Cypher fucking
Yeah.
sells. Look, dude, if you sell 100 fucking products for $100, what's the math on that?
Yeah.
10,000.
Yeah.
If you open a car detail shop and you could do 100 cars a month, right, at $100, that is $10,000 a month. You're making $120,000 a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not that crazy.
It
You
isn't.
know what I mean?
It
That's
isn't.
not that
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, $100 like the new fucking $20 bill nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. If not the new 10 or 5. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, really a detail is going to cost you 200. All right, so now you're at 20,000.
Yeah, it's the base.
Gotta
yeah.
go, bro.
Yeah,
You know
so
what I'm saying?
I like the selfish reasons for creating Look Cypher. Obviously, for me, was to get my beats in front of more rappers.
Yeah. Which would ultimately be what, right? You leaving the job that we love and that we're not on the way out of right now, if they're listening, you know what I'm saying, and a whole lot of team shit, you know what I mean? But ultimately, yeah, right, seeking that freedom to where if you could be at home
Yeah.
selling beats, being a cultural influence and showing people that there's a way out and being a part of other people's success, I mean, what the fuck sounds so bad about that?
That sounds
You know
incredible
what
to
I'm
me.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds like a position that I'd like to be in.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I remember looking back, like in college, and being so naive to, people say, do what you love, and if you love what you're doing, then it won't feel like work. I felt then at 18, 19 that I was gonna get burnt out of music,
Yeah.
And 20 years later,
Still going.
I'm still making beats, still making instrumentals. Maybe not so much right now because I'm creating just on a different level.
Yeah, absolutely.
This and
Yeah.
the Cypher,
with a lot of intention.
tons.
Yeah, I mean, and when you get intentional like that, yeah, I think that's when you start to not feel all the extra burn. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? My girl was just talking to me about this. Shout out my fiance Sophia, getting married next year, but she was just like, I fucking wrapped up a 12-hour day yesterday.
Yeah.
I fucking went to the house. I had to unload some footage, and I'm talking to her, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to the studio and go drop off the camera and shit and get it plugged in and shit. And she's like, why don't you just do it tomorrow? And I'm like, well, in my head,
Yeah.
like this is gonna be my decompression. Like I just had a 12-hour day, and it may feel like, oh, aren't you like burnt out? And like you're trying to like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I still feel like I've got to go like finish what I'm doing so that I can go to sleep and like feel good about what's going on, right? So
Yeah.
now this 12-hour day turns into 15 hours, and now I get there and oh shit, we're moving a couch real quick and fucking. I mean, all of a sudden it's 1 a.m. I'm getting back into bed, and she's like, "What time is that?" I'm like, "It's 1." She's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You just
saying?
needed to plug it
Yeah,
in.
you know what I'm saying?
But
What's going on?
that's team shit too, because you're thinking about the next one up.
Yeah, 100%.
If this isn't plugged in and an SD card ready to go or whatever the case may
Exactly
be,
that, yeah.
then the next person's stuck.
Yeah. Yep.
I
They
love
may
it.
lose out on an opportunity.
Yeah.
Just on some dumb shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Tired but excited, dude. And excitement doesn't always look like a big fucking fat smile on your face and fucking giggling and shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's looking forward and recognizing the work that you're putting in and what's gonna come of it. You know what I mean? Even if
Yeah.
it's in that kind of unrealistic fucking thought process. I mean, you've got to be a dreamer a little bit at some level to be like, you know what I mean? I'm hungry for this shit. Like I'm excited to do the shit that I do. And of course you're gonna have days that fucking it feels like a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just you're fucking the human body, bro. You stay up you do 15-hour days 3 days in a row. I guarantee you're gonna have some level of burnout. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
gonna be some level of like I need some time for myself. But that stuff comes much far and fewer in between than what it does doing something for the man,
Hell
doing
yeah.
something for the next person. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm not going to work for nobody for fucking 15 hours. You know what I mean? It's not worth my health. It's not worth my health and how I'm gonna feel about it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna end up resenting you. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, doing it for your brand, doing it for a platform that's going to put other people in position to win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking amazing. He was asking me this morning, like, what were you doing, bro? I was like, I was editing up here. I met somebody at like 9:30. I knew there was going to be a 2-hour gap. Most people would be like, why the fuck would you put yourself in a position to be stuck at a coffee shop for 2 hours? I'm like, that shit didn't faze me at all.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to come
Light
up here
work.
and fuck with you guys. Yeah, I knew it was going to be great
Yeah.
conversations.
Kind of fun, honestly. Yeah, it was a nice ass coffee shop.
Yeah, bro, and I'll give you guys the fucking thing. I wish I knew the name of it, bro. I'm damn near gonna plug them, bro. They're fucking, bro, I paid like $4, bro, for the same coffee that in Lincoln yesterday. I paid fucking $9. You know what I'm saying? It was fucking crazy, dude. Big shout out to fucking Cyber Java off Madison.
Cyber?
Go fuck with them.
Okay. I like that.
Oh, how come?
Because they got the best fucking prices in Sac, dude. You know what I'm saying? She's
Oh,
a
for
hella
sure.
cool OG, bro. She fucking $4 large fucking mocha with oat milk. Brought it to my table, put the straw in for me, popped the little thing. I'm like, it's better than Dutch Bros.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
shout out small business. Shout out them.
That's what's up.
Oh, yeah.
Cyber Coffee.
Yeah, Cyber Java, I think
Cyber
it's called.
Java.
Yeah, Cyber Java.
Cyber Java. Shout out. We're also looking for sponsorships.
Yeah, hell
No,
yeah.
God.
No, but that's that shit, dude. I'll go holler at him right after this shit. There's no balance. Chico talked to me about this shit, actually. I had to come to this realization last year. Big shout out to fucking Chico and my executive producer, one of my best friends, bro. I spent a lot of years trying to seek balance, you know what I'm saying? And trying to figure out how exactly that question you just asked, I've spent hours reflecting on myself, like how the fuck I'm gonna do this, you know? Now I've converted, bro. I just dropped a project called Living in Contrast. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm focused on now. You know what I'm saying? I recognize that I go hard. I'm gonna do that. All that means is that when I take a fucking break, it needs to be a real fucking break. It needs to, if I'm gonna go that hard, when I'm taking a step back, I need to be able to really thoroughly enjoy the time with my soon-to-be wife. Really give her
Nice.
that quality fucking. Same thing with my dad, with my mom, with my blood brother Kyle in Arizona. It's like when I'm gonna take these steps away from how hard I'm going, I need to take a real step away, because that I think was the problem, was that I was allowing them to kind of intermesh together. Right now, now I'm at home watching a movie, but I'm on Instagram.
Yeah.
And now it feels like maybe I didn't clock out at all, especially to my soon-to-be wife.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like finding these different ways to do it, bro. Balance has been a forever struggle for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
shout
I
out-
don't know if contrast is going to be the way, but this is my current mission right now. My
love
current
it.
mission is go hard. When I'm not going hard, I need to chill all the way out. I need
Yeah.
to come almost to a complete stop. You know what I'm saying?
And then you guys took a cruise.
Yeah, dude. We fucking took a cruise, bro. I went out with my lady, bro. She's like, you want to buy the Wi-Fi package? I'm like, fuck no. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Sophia.
Yeah, Wi-Fi
'Cause-
package. And I'm like, why would I want Wi-Fi in the middle of the ocean?
Yeah.
Like, this is the whole point of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
turning that shit off.
Good for you, bro.
Doing another one in November. This time I'm going to run it back with my mom's.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to figure out, bro. I spent a couple of days at my pop's house last week, washing cars, fucking kicking it, just like doing shit that for a lot of years I didn't do because I feel like I was half stepping in my step backs. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, yeah, dude, the balance has been sought after but never found. And yeah, now we're taking a different approach to it. Like, okay, well, instead of trying to get me to only work 8 hours instead of 15, it's cool. Just after I work a 15-hour day, give a few hours to my lady and make sure that they're quality hours, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Man, I really appreciate you pulling up, being a part of my life on different aspects.
Hell yeah.
Just doing your thing in the city and putting on for all of us and yourself too, because you know your music's dope. I thank you for coming on the Inside Look, brother, for real.
Hell yeah.
So we're gonna sign out and we'll kind of just do the same thing again. So, yo, this has been an Inside Look with Savten.
Anton.
Josh Jorin.
I appreciate you, bro. Let me
course,
dap
brother.
you up.
I appreciate y'all, bro. Thank
sure.
you always for
Thank
the
you.
opportunity, bro. Looking forward to see where the brand goes, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The motherfucking
you'll be a
moon.
part of it.
Come on.
You know.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, thumb it up, share it, support the page, man. We can use your support. All right, y'all. We'll see you in the next look.